Welcome to the Daily Vibecasting.
We're here with your quick, sharp roundup of the 12 posts you need to see on X today.
We cover tech, markets, global affairs, everything that's driving the conversation.
We'll read the post, give you the context, and move on. Fast. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Segment 1, the AI and tech innovation race. We're starting with what feels like a classic underdog story.
Yep. Here's a post from @PeerRich. It just says, "We're up against giants. David versus Googlieth."
Googlieth, I like that. So who is David in this scenario?
That's the co-founder of cal.com, and he's reacting to Google rolling out its new AI feature inside Gmail, Help Me Schedule.
So Google is coming for the scheduling apps.
Exactly. I mean, this is the fundamental tension. Cal.com is all about being open source, working with everything. Google is, using Gemini to pull you deeper and deeper into their world.
It's the ecosystem lock-in.
It's the ultimate ecosystem play. They're making a separate scheduling tool feel redundant, just completely unnecessary.
Okay, from software giants to hardware that moves. Figure AI's founder, Brett Adcock, posted a video with a very simple caption.
Just 2 words, uneven terrain.
And the video is pretty incredible. It's their humanoid robot walking over grass, debris, pallets.
And the key detail here, the thing you have to understand, is that the robot is walking blindly.
Wait, what do you mean blindly? How's that even possible?
It's using what's called reinforcement learning-trained proprioceptive control.
Okay, you just said a lot of words there. Break that down for us.
Right. Think of it like this. If you close your eyes, you still know where your arms and legs are, right?
Sure.
That's proprioception, your body's internal sense of itself. The robot is doing that. It's not looking at the uneven ground and planning its steps. It's feeling its own instability internally and correcting in real time.
So it can just handle whatever's in front of it without needing to see it first.
That's the holy grail. It means you can deploy it in a messy, real-world factory or a construction site, and it won't get tripped up. It's a game changer.
Terrifyingly efficient. Okay, let's stick with how these AIs learn. Here's a clip of Elon Musk, shared by Mario Nawfal. And the quote is,
"Elon, photons are all you need to train the AI. The really wild thing about Tesla's end-to-end training is that it learns to read. We never taught it what a car was. It learned."
photons. So just raw video data.
That's it. His whole philosophy is that in the future, over 99% of AI input will just be photons, unsupervised video.
And it learns to read from that, without being taught letters or words.
That's the emergent behavior. When you feed an AI billions of hours of unlabeled driving footage, it starts to understand the physics of the world. It doesn't need a human to say, that's a stop sign. It learns that when that red octagon appears, cars stop.
So it's learning context, not just labels.
And that's so much more efficient. Musk claims it gives them a 20 to 30% jump in accuracy over the old, expensive human labeling method. It's a faster path to general intelligence.
But even with all that intelligence, sometimes simple technical things get in the way. An OpenAI codex engineer at the Socio posted this.
He said, "Imagine how unhobbled codecs will be once we roll out a proper fix to this. In the meantime, believe me, there are technical reasons for why this is. Not that I like them."
Unhobbled. What's the problem they're trying to fix?
It's something that really frustrates developers. When you ask the model for a big chunk of text, like a diagnostic report from a bash tool, it cuts it off.
How so?
It truncates it. It only shows you the first 128 lines and the last 128 lines. The whole middle section, which is often where the actual error is just gone.
And I assume the AI needs to see that missing part to debug itself.
Exactly. It gets confused, it loses context, and can get stuck in loops. They did it originally to manage, latency and context limits, but now it's a real bottleneck. They've promised a fix is coming.
Well, despite those bottlenecks, the scale is just exploding. Michael Dell posted this about the next version of Grok.
He said, "The Grok 5 model has a massive 6 trillion parameters plus much higher intelligence density. 2026 is going to be exciting. Thanks, Elon Musk."
6 trillion parameters. That number is almost meaningless. It's so big. But what does he mean by higher intelligence density?
That's the really important part. It's not just about making the model bigger. It's about making it smarter for its size.
So more bang for your buck, computationally speaking.
Precisely. More capability, more IQ, packed into every part of the model. It's how you get to AGI faster. You need both massive scale and efficiency.
And it seems to be working in the market. A post from @TBDoge lays out the numbers.
Breaking. xAI continues to lead the market share leaderboard on OpenRouter. It has stayed at the #1 spot for almost 3 months without moving.
3 months at number 1 is a long time in this space.
It's an eternity. They've captured over 65% of the market share on that platform, just blowing past Google and Anthropic. And it's because their specialized models, like Grok Codefast 1, are just so good at what they do. Developers love them.
It's easy to get lost in the tech race. Let's shift gears now to what all this automation is actually for. Segment 2. Business, automation, and wisdom.
And we have to kick this off with maybe the boldest claim of the year.
From @WatcherGuru, a direct quote from Elon Musk. Just in N. Elon Musk says Tesla's humanoid robot Optimus will eliminate poverty and provide universal high income for all.
He said this at the November 6th shareholder meeting. The logic, if you follow it, is that automation could add something like $13 trillion to global GDP by 2030.
So Optimus creates a world of post-scarcity. Is that the idea?
That's the utopian tech vision. They're aiming to sell these things for $20,000 a pop starting in 2026.
But doesn't history kind of push back against that? I mean, huge technological leaps usually make inequality worse, at least at first.
That is the essential tension, isn't it? Every industrial revolution created enormous wealth, but it also concentrated it. Without strong policy, like universal basic income, the gap just widens.
So the robot might work physically, but the economic part is a whole other problem.
The physics problem is being solved. The human policy problem, though, that's much harder.
Thinking about problems that big can lead to, analysis paralysis, which makes this next post from Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong really timely.
A great piece of advice. He posted, "One of my favorite lessons I've learned from working with smart people. Action produces information. If you're unsure of what to do, just do anything, even if it's the wrong thing."
The fail fast doctrine.
Exactly. It's the perfect counter strategy to getting stuck. In a world moving this fast, if you wait for perfect information, you've already lost.
Action produces information. I like that.
It's why studies show that companies that just iterate quickly, even with mistakes, have a 20 to 30% higher success rate. You have to start moving to learn anything.
That idea of movement and action is a good bridge to our final segment. Let's look at the cultural and global conversations happening right now. Segment 3. Global affairs, culture, and online tensions.
We'll start in the world of sports.
@Mr. Bankstips posted about the CF Men's Player of the Year award, asking, "No sentiment, who deserves this?" The finalists are featured.
The names are Achraf Hakimi, Mohamed Salah, and Victor Osimhen. Now, Salah and Osimhen, they're incredible goal scorers.
Right, they get all the headlines.
They do. But the consensus in the replies is overwhelmingly for Hakimi. People are pointing to his defensive work and his contribution to PSG winning the Champions League and Morocco's success.
So it's about team achievement, not just individual stats.
And that's a really interesting shift. It suggests voters are starting to value the all-around players who control the game, not just the ones who finish the plays.
From sports to politics. Very short, very punchy post from the president of El Salvador, Bukele.
All it says is, it's lonely at the top.
That he's talking about his approval rating.
A staggering 91%, which is reportedly the highest for any world leader right now. And it's not just hype. It's tied to really concrete, if controversial, results.
To crack down on games.
That's the main driver. The homicide rate there has fallen from 38 per 100,000 in 2019 to less than 3 today. That, plus making Bitcoin legal tender. It's a mandate built on delivering dramatic change.
Okay, let's bring it back home for some political friction here in the U.S. Spencer Pratt pointed out a moment of questionable optics.
The post says, Newsom admin profile pic dropped Jan 7.
What's the context here?
Pratt is highlighting that the Newsom administration's press office changed its profile picture to an aerial shot of LA neighborhoods.
Oh.
But these were neighborhoods that had just been devastated by the Palisades fire, which was still burning at the time. It burned over 4,000 acres and, tragically, 5 people died.
Oof. So they used a picture of an active disaster zone for their profile pic.
Oh.
That's tone deaf.
That was the criticism. Especially since that administration had been very vocal about the branding choices of their predecessors. It just fueled this tension around how politicians should act during a crisis.
And for our last post, a classic online spat involving a media brand, Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports.
He posted, correction, as of 3 minutes ago, still on your resume.
Who's he talking to?
A former employee, Kendra Middleton. She had claimed publicly that she was embarrassed by her time at Barstool and left it off her resume.
And Portnoy, I'm guessing, had receipts?
Instantly. He posted a screenshot of her LinkedIn profile showing that her role as a viceroy there from 2018 to 2020 was, in fact, still listed.
So what's the bigger picture here?
It just highlights that ongoing tension with Barstool's brand. A lot of people seem to love working there, but its reputation is so polarizing that it can create friction for them when they move on.
Okay, so let's recap the vibe today. On one hand, you have this absolutely vertical curve of technological progress. Grok 5, blind robots, AI learning from light.
It's incredible. But right alongside that, you have this very tense, very human world of politics and culture that is clearly struggling to process it all.
Which brings us back to that Optimus claim, the claim that this technology will eliminate poverty.
Right. And here's the thought to leave you with. We can see that the AI part works. The physics of teaching a machine with photons is solid. It can learn to recognize a stop sign.
But how much of that grand prediction to end poverty relies on that solid physics, and how much relies on messy, complicated, and frankly, completely absent human policy? That gap between the speed of tech and the lag of policy is the story that's going to define everything for the next decade.